Good morning, all of you. Today, I am going to deliver a lecture on data communication and networks. So, here we deal with ISO OSI model, or we can say that seven layered model. So, in ISO OSI, ISO it is your international standard organization. It is a multinational body dedicated to worldwide agreement on international standards, whereas OSI it is your open system interconnection model. Open system means two systems are able to communicate with each other regardless of their underlying architecture. So open system or seven layered model, we deal with seven layers. The data moves sequentially downwards in these seven layered model. When it reaches to the physical layer, it is a lower layer, the electromagnetic signals generates and backoffs to the receiver end. It means we further divide these seven layers into three subgroups: lower level, middle level, and higher level. So, in lower level, we have physical layer, network layer, data link layer. So, these three layers, physical layer, data link layer, and network layer, are the lower level layers. And the middle level layer is your transport layer, whereas higher layer are session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So we further divide these seven layers into three subgroups: upper layer, middle layer, and lower layer. So how we deal with these layers, what type of architecture we are using. So in seven layered model, now in today's scenario, what we are using? We are using TCP IP or Open System Interconnection Model, OSI model. So, as I already told you, the data unit, the header or trailer is attached to the data unit. Our data moves sequentially downwards. It means from application layer to physical layer. Our data moves sequentially downwards. Or possibly a header or a trailer is added to the data unit, formatted data unit. Header or trailer is added, and when it goes through the electromagnetic signals, the header or trailer are detached and reaches to backoffs to its destination end in its original form. Delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. So these four categories are followed while reaching to its destination. So, what are their works? These layers, it's a backbone of entire your syllabus or entire data communication and networks. So, first we deal with physical layer. Physical layer, transmission medium, transmission mode, each and everything that is linked to the wire are comes under this physical layer. Physical layer is responsible for moving bits, sequence of ones and zeros from one hop to the next hop. So here we deal with the bits, sequence of ones and zeros from one hop to the next hop, and it provides services like physical addressing, line configuration. As I already told you about the line configuration, I will discuss the line configuration in some other lecture. Transmission medium, transmission mode, data rate, synchronization of bits. So these are the areas where we deal with this physical layer. Physical layer is dealing with this line configuration, transmission medium, transmission mode, synchronization of bits, representation of bits, data rate. So next layer is your data link layer. Data link layer is responsible for moving frames from one hop to the next hop. It provides services like physical addressing and framing. So you note down these terms, technical terms, that physical addressing and framing, flow control, error control, and access control. These things are deal with in data link layer. Now comes the third layer. It is your network layer. Network layer is responsible for delivery of individual packets from one hop to the next hop. Delivery of individual packet from source host to the destination host. You can say that. Delivery of individual packets from source host to destination host. And it provides services like logical addressing and routing. Note down logical addressing and routing. Now, third layer is transport layer. Transport layer is responsible for moving messages from one process to another. Moving messages from one process to another. And it provides services like port addressing, segmentation and reassembly, flow control, error control, and connection control. So write down these things. Now, next layer is your session layer. Session layer is responsible for dialog control and synchronization. Presentation layer responsible for translation, compression, and encryption. Translation, compression, and encryption to establish, manage, and terminate session. Now, the last layer is your application layer. As I already told you about, it is a user support layer and it provides services like network virtual terminal to discover the remote host, file accessing, handling, and management, mail services, directory services. These are the key areas where we deal with the application here. So these are the 7 layers: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So it's a backbone of entire data communication networks. So in my next lecture, I will discuss about TCP/IP, multiplexing, data rate, and modulation In next lectures, you will go through your books